Howdy. Something really unfortunate happened to me about a week ago, and I've been having trouble processing it and talking about it. And so I just kind of felt like filming it, Get Ready With Me today, because I don't know, it's easiest for me to just talk and do my makeup, you know? Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm already getting anxious just thinking about it, but I feel like it's really important to talk about it in case other people go through what I went through. Um, but yeah, with that being said, I'm going to talk about a really bad experience that I had with a therapist during an outpatient intake thing for some mental health stuff that I'm going through. So if any of those things are triggering for you to listen to or hear about, definitely don't watch this video. You know, I really don't want to ruin your day and whatnot. So yeah, you can go ahead and click out of the video, or I don't know, mute me and just watch me do my makeup. That's cool too. Um, yeah, I don't know. I treat this channel very much like a digital diary. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanna get started. I'm probably not leaving the house today. I just feel like doing kind of my go-to everyday makeup. It's like a pretty neutral look, except I'm gonna add in some blue accents. So to start everything off, whoops, I need to get a mirror out. I had an outpatient intake appointment because I've been struggling to get adequate medication just because I'm new to the current insurance that I have, and me and my doctor have been struggling trying to get insurance to pay for anything. And so I finally was able to get a new psychiatrist appointment. So I didn't go through all of this during a moment of crisis or anything. This was just hey, I need new medication. This is, I need to talk to somebody, a professional about it. And yeah, but since this psychiatrist works through a specific program, you have to do this really extensive, they call it an intake, even though I'm outpatient, I'm just a person off the street. I'm not going to stay there or anything, you know? But anyway, um, during this intake process, you have to do an interview with, I don't know, I can't remember if it's a licensed therapist or licensed counselor. And really their only job is to basically go through your medical history and then give them information about what you're currently going through, and then they pair you up with a psychiatrist based on, the interview or whatever. So I'm not going to go into traumatic details about my life because I don't feel like sharing that online, and y'all don't need to know about that. But basically, I'm autistic, but I didn't get my autism diagnosis until about 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? I was turning 28 years old and I'm turning 31 now. My math is bad. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get my autism diagnosis until later in life. And I've struggled with mental health since an early age because along with being autistic, I also have complex PTSD. And yeah, so that's what I told the lady. I told her about the different psychiatrists that I saw and that I've been diagnosed with these conditions and that I'm also autistic, which I told her was important for her to know because that affects my life, my everyday interactions with everybody and everything, because I'm neurodivergent. Also played a very important role in my trauma because since I was undiagnosed, things happen. Whatever. But yeah, basically. So what happened was this woman, this, licensed professional, She looked me in the face and she told me that she didn't believe that I was autistic. Which I was like, oh, like it completely shocked me. Like I couldn't believe that she said that. And I was like, huh? And she was like, yeah, I don't believe that you're autistic because this entire time you've been making like perfectly good eye contact with me and you just seem so intelligent. I mean, you even got a bachelor's degree. Like, you went really far in school, you know? Like, even now, I'm using my beauty blender to soak up my tears. uh, I don't want to cry in this video. This is part of the reason why I want to do my makeup, because I kind of wanted an excuse to not, like, cry while I'm talking about it. But I've heard of, like, things happening like that to people where medical professionals will just say the most, like, bonkers, uninformed shit to them. But I didn't think it would, like, happen to me, you know? And so in that moment, I was so shocked. And I just, like, looked at her, and I'm sure she could tell that I was, like, pissed off because I couldn't control my face in the moment. And I was like, I just straight up told her, I was like, ma'am, I've struggled with suicidal ideation since the age of 12. I don't have the time to tell you every single reason why I need you to believe that I'm autistic because we only have 45 minutes during this appointment. And yet she just looked at me and she was like, no, yeah, like, you can just look at an autistic person and you can just tell. She was like backhandedly telling me that since I didn't present in a specific way that I couldn't be autistic. I hate to say the word like mentally retarded just because it's been used as a slur so often, but literally she was literally basically telling me that since I didn't look mentally handicapped and wasn't behaving mentally handicapped or you know whatever, that I wasn't autistic. And she told me that she was like, you probably just have a personality disorder. And she wouldn't write down my autism diagnosis on my paperwork. She just wrote, like, I think it was like moderate depression, general anxiety, PTSD, and trauma. And you guys, I'm sure there's gonna be people like, what do you mean she's like, she wrote it down on paperwork? Like, is that official? Like, you should have said something. During this interview, the stuff that the counselor or therapist or whatever, what's the word? The diagnoses or whatever are not set in stone. It's just the like basic information that they give to the psychiatrist. So my brain, after glitching and almost entering the fucking matrix and frying out of my freaking earlobes or whatever, I just like snapped out of it and I was like, okay, but this isn't set in stone. Like, I'm gonna talk to a psychiatrist. And she was like, well, yeah, because you'll have to do another interview with them, and then they'll be the ones that actually like take more detailed notes of your diagnoses and past medical history, and then they go from there to give you medicine or whatever. And yeah, I signed the paperwork because I was like, this isn't set in stone, but what the fuck. I left the appointment so shell-shocked, and my partner was with me, and I just remember, I think he was trying to get me to talk to him when we were leaving. And when we got in the car, I just started bawling, because it's like, I've been struggling with getting healthcare where I live because I've, 2 years ago I had to quit working because of my physical health. And so I've been more concentrated on my physical health and trying to get back to where I can function physically again. And since I didn't have good health insurance, I haven't been able to get a psychiatrist. I haven't seen a psychiatrist in about, like, just a general psychiatrist for medication in probably about 4 years or so, because, like, it's so hard. Like, if you send a referral in, it could take up to a year. Not to mention, if you get taken out of insurance, they have to take you out of line because you can't go see them anymore. And yeah, so I was like, it's taken me so long just to get this appointment. I can't just give up. Like, I just have to fucking deal with it and stand up for myself at the next appointment. And that's what I did. That's actually what yesterday was. So the fucking terrible intake appointment happened last Friday. And yesterday I saw the psychiatrist and everything went fine. I explained to him what happened and how I felt so uncomfortable. I told him, I was like, look, I need you to know this because how can I trust you to properly prescribe me something if you don't know about all of the details of my past history? I mean, that therapist, I have like notes of all of the previous doctors, like their names and numbers and stuff. And I even showed them to her and I was like, ma'am, like these are the people that I saw. And yeah, she just completely disregarded me. The one thing that I'm really pissed off about, though, is that I forgot to ask for a grievance paperwork, because I am actually thinking about filing a grievance against her, because it kind of scares me that there's, like, other people that are going to see her, and they're going to freak her out, or she's going to freak them out and make them not show up, just like I did, because she's, like, a shitty fucking therapist or counselor, whatever. Oh my god, I haven't even done my makeup besides my concealer, and I just, like, blabbered on about it. I guess I really did need to talk about it. Oh, that lady also said some really awful things besides, about me not being autistic, is that she told me I couldn't possibly be dealing with symptoms of disordered eating because my BMI was still correct. I mean, you're on the lower end of the BMI, like only 5 pounds off, but you can't possibly have an eating disorder. Like, are you binging and purging right now? Are your teeth falling out? Y'all, I'm not exaggerating. This is shit that she actually told me. But the way that she said it, it was like she was like so believable. Like, she believed everything that she was fucking saying. Ah! Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It sucked. It completely incapacitated me for like a week too. I didn't get shit done at all last week just because it was like every day I woke up and I just felt like complete and utter shit. Like, I do like the psychiatrist that I saw. He seemed really, really nice. And he also just seemed really, really informed about trauma in general. So that's probably why they sent me. Oh yeah, I have a care team now. They like assign you to like a group of like 5 people where it has like a psychiatrist, but also these like advocate people that will like help you schedule like therapy appointments, and they make sure like you're never in a moment of crisis. Like, they'll call you either like bi-weekly or monthly and be like, hey, how are you doing? You're not thinking about, dangerous things, You're not too sad, right? I don't know how to talk about this stuff. My channel's so small, so nobody will probably see this video because of, I don't know, YouTube doesn't like when you talk about mental health and chronic health stuff, so whatever. For some reason, I've been really obsessed with just using these little mini cheap palettes. I don't know. Yeah, I've been really into just doing neutral looks with a pop of color, too. This Hello Kitty palette is so cute. It was from Five Below. Going in with this shimmery brown color. And I'm going to go in with this darker shade right here in this little Miss A palette. I love looking like a raccoon lady. I always forget to put on eyeliner. I'm going to do that really quick. I always do both my waterline and tightline too. I'm going in with this white matte shade just to kind of blend everything together. Oh yeah, I think in past videos I've mentioned that I started taking the medication Vraylar. And yeah, I had to go see this new psychiatrist because my insurance refuses to cover that medication because it's so new on the market and it's also pretty expensive. Which sucks because I only took it for like 3 weeks and I felt amazing. My brain was so quiet. Yeah, and then I had to stop taking it because insurance was like, hee hee, we're not gonna pay for it. Sorry, bitch. Yeah. My friend let me borrow this. It looks really pretty. It's like a golden eyeshadow. I'm just gonna stick it on my lid. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Oh god, it's so beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. I want to say she got this from Miss A too. I can't remember though. The psychiatrist did prescribe me a different medication because he explained to me that on their end it was the same, where they would get denied if he even tried to do it on their end because of, I guess they call it like a level 3 drug or something. And if it's like that, they're like, oh, that means that a lot of insurances aren't going to cover it at all. Or something, or it's just more difficult, I guess. And yeah, the medication is Risperdal. I'll put it up here because I can't remember how to pronounce it or spell it or anything. Yeah, I had a panic attack this morning already because I'm so terrified of taking new medication. Yeah, my eyes are already watering thinking about it and I feel nauseous. But I did take it and I'm just gonna keep an eye out on symptoms. I don't know. I'm bummed. I really wish I could take the Vraylar, but I don't know. I'm gonna add this tealy blue over the liner that I just did. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. blush. And I like going and doing my face in between doing my eyes and eyebrows. And then this is a blush topper. And I'm gonna put it all over my cheeks again. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with all of my appointments and just hope for the best. Because at this point, I don't know. There's nothing else I can do, you know? I just gotta keep showing up and trying. Going in with my Makeup Revolution face powder. And then this is a different blush topper. It's more red, and I'm going to use that to top my nose. I love the look of a blushed nose. I'm going to go in with highlighter now. I use this very decrepit old Moonchild palette in the shade Pink Heart, and I like mixing it with this Wet n Wild Blossom Glow Pink highlighter. I cannot skip highlighter. I will always wear it. I feel like a magical princess when I wear it. Start filling in my eyebrows. I don't know. I hope whoever is watching this video, if they're going through something similar or they know somebody that might be, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about it in case it brings comfort to someone that, you know, they're not alone in dealing with situations like this. Oh, mother fudger. We love a bushy brow. Okay, and now the other blue accent that we're going to do is I'm going to go in with this ColourPop blue eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, I'm sorry, mascara. I like the color payoff of this stuff, but it is so goopy and an annoying thing to put on. Putting on my mascara is like the longest part of my makeup, I feel like. But yeah, here we go. I don't actually feel like drawing on more freckles. I think this is good. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and do my lips off camera, and I'll be back. I'm back, and this is how the makeup turned out. Yeah, there's just little blue accents, but other than that, this is mostly like a natural, a natural everyday look. Yeah, and then obviously here it is with glasses on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this video. I do know that I feel a lot better now since I just kind of like talked about it out loud. And yeah, I don't know. This video is not meant to be depressing. It's just, I know things like this happen to people a lot, and maybe they're like too scared to talk about it or something. And I hope that if anybody sees this, if they ever have to go through something like that, that like, you're not wrong. That person is gaslighting you, and they're just a really shitty healthcare professional. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you for hanging out with me, especially during like a rough topic, I guess. I really appreciate you. And yeah, if you don't got shit to say, how about you leave me some sort of blue emoji down below? It can be anything as long as it's blue colored. And yeah, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.